Hey everybody, countdown to Christmas, day 17. And today we're going to make Willis's grandmother's TollHouse cookies from her TollHouse Cookie Recipe with her handwriting. How cool is that? And this is what I'm told the original TollHouse recipe that from back in the day. So I think this is pretty neat. It's got shortening and butter, and it's just completely from scratch. Flour, baking soda, salt, sugar, brown sugar, vanilla, eggs, and chocolate chips. So let's get started with this. I'm so excited. I just love the old recipes. Let's see if I can bring this down here so you guys can see what I'm doing. That looks good. All right. Alrighty. So what we're going to do first is put our butter and our shortening. My hands are clean. And let me grab a spatula over here. And we're using Crisco. So, vegetable shortening. That's what I'm using. We're going to go ahead and mix that around. It is at room temperature. Get it nicely creamed into itself. And then we will add our sugars. And that was 1.5 sticks of butter and 1/4 cup of the vegetable shortening. My recipes will be in the description. Okay, and this is 3/4 cup white sugar and 1/4 cup brown, packed brown. I don't have my guard on because I washed it and it's wet, so I can't use it. It accidentally fell in the sink. So Willis said this is a chocolate chip cookie that his grandma used to make. And he said to him it smells like Christmas. And I have to say it does for me too. My stepmom used to make chocolate chip cookies every year for Christmas. She would make 3 different cookies: the spritz cookie, the oatmeal cookie, and a chocolate chip cookie. And we really love that. It smelled like Christmas around our house. Okay, that looks like it's pretty well blended. Whoops, go the wrong way, Denise. Now I'm going to add 2 eggs, and I also have my 1 teaspoon of vanilla in here. So I'm going to add one at a time so they'll get nicely incorporated. Now this batter, if you don't have time to bake it right away, you can put it in the fridge. Just make sure you cover it. Go ahead and add my other egg. All right, we've got that going. Go ahead and scrape the sides down just a tad. I like to get really nice and creamed, where you can't see anything. It's just a nice, kind of almost liquidy mixture, once you get the eggs in there and it's nice and fluffy. Because your eggs are what is a leavening agent in here. Now I'm using all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Well, I guess that I was wrong. I am using baking soda, so that's your leavening agent as well as the eggs. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you can put nuts in here if you want to. I'm not going to because of Kathleen being allergic to nuts. All right, so what I've got over here, I've got my flour, my soda, and my salt. And I'm just going to go ahead and sift that together. And I like to do that, so everything is just really mixed well together. We used to have my kids had a grandma that used to make peanut butter cookies And it's a funny story. So she would always bring peanut butter cookies over to the kids at Christmas. But she only brought peanut butter cookies over if she burned them or she put too much baking soda in. So if you guys know, you can't eat stuff like that. And I reckon she was from the old school. Oh, kids will eat anything. Not my kids. So that didn't go over well. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this entire thing of the flour, soda, and salt. And start on low. You can see, I wish I had that guard on. But this will really mix well. I think we're at the point now where it's okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. See it coming together in there? Let me stop it and go ahead and just knock some of this flour down. Look at that. Get that in there too. Alright. Alright, at this point I'm just going to reread my recipe. 2 1/4 cups flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 3/4 cup butter or margarine, 1/4 cup shortening, 3/4 cup white sugar. Oh, I read that wrong. I need 3/4 cup brown sugar, so I'm going to have another half cup. So let me go ahead and pause you guys and go get that. Well, that's a good case in point why to go ahead and reread your recipe, because I had everything prepared ahead of time, but I couldn't really read her handwriting, so that's my fault. So I'm going to go ahead and add that other half cup that I was missing of brown sugar. And you know, I was thinking, I didn't think that this recipe was dark enough, because usually TollHouse cookies or chocolate chip cookies are a darker batter because of that brown sugar. Let me just double check. 1 teaspoon vanilla and 2 eggs. All right. We're going to go ahead and blend this. It's nicely blended. I'm going to add the chips. Tonight I'm going to use Hershey's mini chips because that's what I could get at the store. Yesterday when I went to the store, I couldn't believe it that everybody was out of everything. So let's go ahead and mix that around just gently. And you don't have to do it for a long period of time. All right. Here we go. And we have the old-fashioned TollHouse cookie recipe right here. Now, I believe before it became mainstream, the lady that made it, she cut up a bar of chocolate and put it in there. That's the story I have read on this. And she became famous, and I think she was a struggling mother. I don't know if she's a single parent or just a struggling couple. And I believe, now don't quote me, but I believe this was like 1935 or something, the year my dad was born. Okay, so here is our batter. And I am going to go ahead and get my cookie sheet ready, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are at the stove. I have my oven preheated at 375, and we are going to put the TollHouse cookies on our cookie sheets. So let me see if I can put my, let's see here, get that so you can see a little bit better. There we go. That's pretty good, isn't it? All right, let me start on this one here. Guess, yeah, this one I guess you can see better. All right, well, we'll see. So what I do is I just take 2 teaspoons from the kitchen drawer, and I just go ahead and use one to scoop and one just to kind of scrape it off. And that makes a pretty good sized cookie. And your fingers don't get sticky, but y'all know I don't mind. So I'm going to go ahead and put 12 cookies on this. These cookie sheets are too big for my oven to have 2 of them side by side. So what I'll do while I'm waiting for this one to get done, I will put my batter or cookie dough rather, in the fridge. I find that it does better if you have to wait in between bakings if you put this in the fridge. I think peanut butter cookies do well that way too. Got a little bit too much on there, but see, that's about how big. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on there. It comes off so nice. All right, and we will have 12 on here. I see Willis sneaking through the kitchen. He's in there watching A Christmas Carol. I've got the one I like on here with Reginald Owen, and he has, let's see, what's the one that he's, oh, George C. Scott in the bedroom. We are big fans of A Christmas Carol and Scrooge. Well, we like Scrooge too. I think that's with Bill Murray. That's pretty funny. Okay, Grandma says 9 to 11 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and set my timer. And we will be back to see what these cookies look like, you guys. See you in a minute. Well, here they are out of the oven. Second batch. First batch is cooled. These look just great. Look. Oh, man. They're really soft. Oh, man. I just want to eat one. Well, I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and bake the rest. But this is the TollHouse Cookie Recipe from Willis's Grandma Luther. And thank you for sharing this journey with me today. Please like, share, and subscribe if you would. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for all my new subscribers, old subscribers, and all the comments. I really appreciate it, guys. Have a good night. Bye.